today I'm going to show you how to make this lovely hearty Irish beef stew. It's an easy, authentic, traditional Irish recipe. I was inspired to make it after going to the cozy pub on the Ring of Kerry in Ireland and had the most lovely, hearty, homemade like stew, and I came home and experimented to make my own, which is just the recipe that I'm sharing with you today. And I've written a blog post which I'll leave down below, which has the recipe, step-by-step instructions and ideas for adaptations. This recipe is super simple, but you can add other ingredients to it, which I'll chat you through along the way and write down in the blog post down below, so click through for that. And be sure to leave a like, subscribe for more videos, comment to let me know if you give this hearty Irish stew a try and what you think of it. So let me show you how to make it. I'm using 3 500-gram packages, which is about a pound or so each package of meat, which I've salted. You can add any other seasoning you like to taste. And my saucepan fits a portion at a time, so I'm going to cook one package at a time. The meat is browning. I've got the first batch in there with plenty of coconut oil. Use any oil you like. Just toss it all over to get everything nice and browned on every side, and then we'll do the next batch. So the first batch of meat is browned. I've got the next batch on, as you can hear, and I'll just do it with all 3 batches, and then I'm going to chop up some onion, garlic, and get that cooking too. There's now 2 batches of brown meat on my plate, and I have chopped up an onion and a couple of cloves of garlic, really roughly. And as soon as the last meat gets popped onto the plate here, I'm just going to cook the onion and garlic, get it flavoured in all of the lovely meat juices. All the meat's being removed from the saucepan, and I've got all of the onion and garlic just bubbling away in all of that lovely flavour. So I'm just going to give it a couple of minutes to soften, and then we'll pop all the meat back in. Okay, all the onion and garlic have been softening for a few minutes. All that liquid's been absorbed. It smells pretty incredible. So we're going to pop all the meat back in. Okay, all of the meat is back in, and now I'm just going to cover it with water. You can use stock if you want instead, but I just find all those flavours are just perfect, so just cover it up with water. I like to leave room in the saucepan because I am going to add veggies, but what I tend to do is I'm going to bring this up to a boil, lower it down to a simmer, and let it gently simmer for about an hour, and then I'm going to add in more vegetables, which I will show you next. Stew's been quietly bubbling away for about an hour, hour and a half, and now I'm going to add in the veggies. And now a traditional Irish stew really only needs meat, potatoes, and carrots are optional, but I really like carrots. You could also add in some leek, turnip, and celery too, but I just keep it really simple. And I've got these potatoes. I'm just going to peel a whole lot of them and pop them in, and carrot too. Now I like to give the meat an hour and a half to cook first, so all the veggies don't just turn to mush. And I'm just going to then cook this until they're all done and the stew is ready. So the potatoes I'm using are these small little ones, and really all I'm doing is peeling them, chopping them into quarters, and then adding them into the stew, and just add as much potato as you like. So I've added all of the potato in. I'm happy with that amount, and now we'll add the carrots in too. And I've peeled and chopped 3 large carrots, which I'll add to the stew now too. Carrots going in, and I'll give them a stir through and just cook for another half an hour, 45 minutes, till those veggies are softened and the meat is nice and cooked through and softened too. And it's cooked for about another 40 or so minutes, and the potato falling apart. I tried a piece of meat before. I tend to go for the biggest piece of meat. Try it. If it's nice and tender, then it is ready, which this is. So I'm going to serve myself out a portion. And there you go, you can see the beautifully tender meat. It's really just falling apart. And the potato and carrot, it is so flavorful. Such a lovely warming meal through winter. I absolutely adore this as a meal. And leftovers are just beautiful. If you can make this even a day ahead, it develops so much flavor in the fridge overnight, and then heat it up again the next day. And it's just so beautiful. And there's so many ways to enjoy leftovers as well, which I'll write down in the blog post down below. I'll give you some and ideas, so click through for that. But that is the video for today. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe for more videos, comment too, let me know if you give this lovely Irish stew a try. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you again soon. Bye.